Hey, what's up, champions? Gediminas here. Hope you guys are doing fantastically well. Welcome to Financial Freedom TV, and today I wanted to talk about 3 core areas that you want to work on in this 2020 if you want to have better results in your business, better results in your life. So if you're watching a replay of this video, please do me a massive favor and stick hashtag replay into the comments. And if you're brand new, if you're watching one of my videos for the first time, then please do say new in the comments, because I'd love to welcome you to the tribe. And of course, if you get some value from this video or you learn something, feel free to share it. Maybe somebody else will get some value too. And this way you'll be passing on some good information. So let me say hi to a few people. Hey, Alessa. Hey, Kevinas. Hey, Rita. Hey, Yeva. Hey, Karina. Hey, Marius. Nice to see you guys. Hey, Rena. Hey, Urate. Lovely to see you guys. Let me wave to some people. Cool, cool, cool. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Cool. Awesome. So today's topic is 3 areas that you want to be working on in this 2020. Hey, Adria, thanks for jumping on. So the first area you want to be working on is how are you going to be more accountable in 2020? Accountability is one of the core areas where successful people excel. They're accountable. They're accountable to themselves, and they also very often are accountable to somebody else too. Somebody they respect, somebody they admire, a coach, a mentor, a leader, right? Because sometimes it's easy to let yourself down. It's easy to promise something to yourself and then not to do it because you're only letting down yourself. But it's much harder to let somebody else down because now you're losing face. Now you promised and you didn't do what you promised, right? So it's harder when you're accountable. So have you got an accountability partner? Have you got a coach or a mentor or a leader that you can report to and tell them what you've been doing? Because the more accountable you are, the more you're going to do, the more you're going to perform, the more you're going to accomplish. Simple as that. So that's the first area to work on. How are you going to be more accountable in 2020? The second core area to work on is how are you going to be more consistent? You see, anybody can be active for a week. Anybody can be active for a season. But to be truly consistent, that's a sign of leadership. That's a sign of successful person. So how are you going to be more consistent in 2020? Because again, consistency is a common factor in successful people. Very often, more often than not, when a person is successful at something, they're consistent at it. They're doing it every single day. They're doing it consistently. Whether it's physical fitness, whether it's diet, whether it's business, whether it's making money, everything. But of course, here we mainly talk about business, right? So how can you get more consistent? How are you going to be more consistent? Whether that's sending a certain amount of messages every single day, whether that's reaching out to a certain amount of people every single day, whether that's following up with a certain amount of people, maybe that's doing a video every single day, maybe it's doing whatever, right? Like this video is 200, what is it? Let me find out. I think it's 480 if I'm correct. What number video is it? Let me check. Yeah, it's 475. So this is a video of 475. That's pretty freaking consistent. 475 days in a row to do a Facebook Live. That's consistency. That's when you stand out. That's when you get noticed. Because people go, this guy is a freak. He goes live every single freaking day. How can you do that? Why do you do that? I have to do business with you because you're so consistent, right? You know what I mean? So how are you going to get more consistent in 2020? Because that's a trait of a successful person, right? So that's number 2. Number 3 core area is how are you going to up level your skills? How are you going to upgrade your skills? What version of you am I seeing here today? Is it the analog version of you? Or is it the 2.0? Or is it a 3.0? You know, people are upgrading their phones all the time. They're upgrading their cars all the time. They're upgrading their TVs all the time, but they're not upgrading themselves. How are you going to upgrade your skills? What courses are you going to consume? What books are you going to read? What training events are you going to attend? How are you going to upgrade yourself? Because if you don't upgrade yourself, then you're going to get left behind. You know, again, another trait that you notice in successful people all the time is that they're constantly evolving. They're constantly learning. They're constantly growing. You know, Ray Kroc, founder of McDonald's Corporation, said, when you're green, you grow. When you're ripe, you rot. I don't want you to rot. I want you to keep growing. So stay green. Keep growing. Keep investing in yourself. Keep learning new things. You know, I've been in this industry for 9 years. I'm learning every single day, guys. I was driving this morning for about an hour. Guess what? I watched a training for an hour. I was now driving back home for an hour. Guess what? I watched another training for an hour. I'm constantly investing in myself whenever I can, because I want to keep growing. I want to keep getting better. I want to keep getting smarter. I want to keep getting more efficient, right? So how are you going to up-level your skills in 2020? So these are the 3 core areas to work on this year. Becoming more accountable, becoming more consistent, and becoming more skilled, upgrading your skills. Because your skills will determine your value. Now, I'm not talking your value as a human being, because we're all equal in the eyes of God. I'm talking about your value in the marketplace. Like, if there's a person who wants to join your business and they have a choice between you and another person, you have to stand out. And how are you going to stand out? You're going to stand out if you provide more value to that person. If I'm choosing to join your business and I have a choice between you and somebody else, I'll choose a person who'll provide me with more value. If a customer is deciding who to buy a product from, you or your competitor, the only way you're going to stand out if you provide more value. You got it right. And the only way you become more valuable is by growing yourself, is by investing in yourself. That's the only way to become more valuable in a marketplace. I'm not talking about being more valuable as a family member, more valuable as a husband or a wife. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about more valuable in the marketplace, in the business, right? So these are 3 areas, guys. I hope you found this training valuable. If you did, feel free to share it. Have a great rest of your evening, and I'll see you at the top. Bye for now.